Park in the city of brotherly love. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Cardinals attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Vince Velasquez gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
Digging in, Greg Garcia. He will lead this one off today. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Hard hit toward the hole, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now, and by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Hernandez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting third, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Stepping into the box, Paul DeYoung. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. Two out, nobody on. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. So next to the plate for the Phils, Odubel Herrera. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box now, Saison Hernandez. Well, this is speared by the first baseman. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Martinez ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
Here's Carlos Santana now. And he fouls this one off. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Another 0-2 home. Hit in the air out to center field. Pham is after it. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Striding in, Michael Franco. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. First delivery to him on the way. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Throw into second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Martinez. And the inning is over. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Set to get his day started, Tommy Pham, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The Cards do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Crawford is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ball one. In there, 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Striding into the box, J.P. Crawford having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
Ground ball right side. Garcia scoops it up, and there's out number 2.
The batter, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera, who was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's popped up. Garcia over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Williams is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Batting 8, catcher, Carson Kelly.
Stepping up now, Carson Kelly, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. And it's 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled off.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And another foul ball. The 1-2. Still 1-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. In now, Nick Williams. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way.
Williams.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it. 1 down. So 1 man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
You know, they say those hanging breaking balls go a long way. And that last at bat, that was a terrible breaking ball that was way up in the zone. If they want,
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead it 3-0. At the plate, Greg Garcia back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Hit down the third base line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2. Digging in, Paul DeYoung. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. And a changeup right down the middle. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Santana.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. Oye, como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 196 for his career. As the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Third baseman.
Into the box, Michael Franco. As he puts it on the ground to third. Jerko takes it in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Alfaro. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now here it comes. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. But the Phils tack on 1 more on this solo home run. We're through 4. It's now 4-0 Philadelphia. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Hernandez ranges to his right. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 23.
A look at our line score here through the first 4. And as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. At the plate, Marcell Ozuna comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. First offering on its way. The high fastball is in there.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Vince Velasquez.
Leading off for the Phillies.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Velasquez.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the air now out to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but they're in front 4-0. So stepping in, Carson Kelly will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
0-2, here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Yadier Molina will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Yadier Molina.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. This is line to left, and Molina's aboard a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Greg Garcia.
Stepping in now, Greg Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One and 2 now. Molina, base runner at first with 1 out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, right fielder, Jose.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Martinez. He got under one and popped out his last time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera, and that retires the side. Cards leave 1. They're down 4-0. Adam Wainwright enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50.
Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Leading off for the
this
Phillies.
just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Pitch popped up. Wainwright is under it. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 41.
So now Carlos Santana. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
That last at-bat, Matty V, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Garcia from shallow right. And there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. His career line against Wainwright, just a 1 for 9. First offering on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Five runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm. Into the box now, Paul DeYoung popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Pereira has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Center fielder, number 20, Tommy Pham.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even protect.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down.
And not in time as the run scores. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Alfaro has a play. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cardinals 1. Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Catcher,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike one. The pitch. Popped up. Jerko moving to his left. He's got it one away.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
From the stretch. Bullet back up the middle. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies strand one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Digging in, Carson Kelly. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat, much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. Now that's popped up. Santana calls for it, and that's the first out of the inning. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Colton Wong is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Comes into this one at 271. 10 home runs and 31 RBIs. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. And he misses 2-1. Wong stands at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground toward the left. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So striding in, Jose Martinez. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Williams. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. Played on the backhand. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cardinals. Tyler Lyons is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping into the box, Nick Williams. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. The Redbirds entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
This is lifted out to left. Ozuna is under it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 5-1. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him, and that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. A reminder, while we have a chance, we'll have post-game highlights from Philadelphia immediately following the conclusion of the game. The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins waits on it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
So striding forward now, Marcell Ozuna. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, and it's even at 1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Phillies jumped out to an early lead.